Why outsider?
Because there's a couple of reasons for this, but it kept jumping out at me. I wanted a simple name because I had been in a band before that called Moscow Metro, and I just felt like double barrel names, triple barrel names.
Yeah.
I don't know, I felt like something simple. And also I was reading a book by Colin Wilson called Outsider, where he talks about all these different types of outsiders: romantic outsider, existential outsider, and that's pretty much the reason. But also there's another one. At the time there was the refugee crisis was like in the papers all the time.
Yeah.
And I just felt like that seemed to be, I don't know, a word that kind of summed up the feeling at the time. Everybody was tense because of, I suppose, the war in Syria and mass immigration from other countries into Europe. And that was another reason I kind of went for it. I thought I kind of identified with that a bit. And when I was a kid in school, when I was in my first ever class, like in a sense that I just like walked up and down the schoolyard and didn't make any friends for the first few months. That's like, I think that's called bad socialization. Not bad, but poor socialization skills. That's what happened. And all those things together, I felt like it was the right name. And I couldn't really believe that it wasn't picked already, but you see, usually bands wouldn't pick the singular over the plural.
Yeah.
So
they might be like the outsiders.
Or outsiders.
Yeah.
But I think there's this Korean rapper, and his AKA is Outsider.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you're the only Irish one.
Yeah. For now, yeah.
So you're doing pretty well for yourself, aren't you?
Doing okay so far.
Yeah.
For my first EP, it's been connected with people. It's really great.
Yeah. So like, you're signed with Warner.
Yeah.
And are they how you've managed to get synced to like Shadowhunters and So did they arrange that for you? Or?
Yeah, pretty much. I'm signed to a sub called W Songs, and my manager works for Warner UK.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's pretty much how it happened.
That's excellent though.
Yeah, it's great. It's great because I have been. I suppose I'm a new artist. The project is new, but I have been playing music a long time, and I suppose I seem new to people because nobody knows really who I am in Dublin.
Yeah.
I'm not part of a scene anywhere, so I'm pretty much an outsider by name and nature, and it's just sweet for all this stuff to kind of happen.
Yeah.
But I've been playing music for a long time in the background and kind of got. There was a girl called Cassie Morgan, actually. There is a girl called Cassie Morgan.
Yeah.
Have you heard of her?
No.
She writes for Indie Shuffle in America. She's quite a well-known writer, but she wrote about a song I had wrote late night radio, and like it just got a spike in Spotify hits.
Yeah.
And then Warner got in touch, and we're kind of interested, and we've been talking ever since, and making little baby steps. So I'm just making new songs now at the moment, and hopefully I'll make some more progress. But yeah, there's lots of cool stuff in the pipeline.
Yeah, and you got a song on the FIFA video game.
Yeah, it's FIFA.
That is the
2018.
first Irish language title, whatever.
Yeah.
What's the story there? Yeah.
The story is when I was living in Galway, so it's
What's it called? Because it's got fathers on it. So I can never.
Míol Mór Mara.
What is it?
Míol Mór Mara.
So it's quite easy actually.
It's not bad at all. Míol Mór Mara.
And it means like the whales and.
Yeah, Seawell. Yeah.
Seawell.
Yeah. So basically, I was living in Galway. I speak Irish myself, but there's a lot of Gaelic speakers in Irish, Gaelmores in Galway. So I think that influenced my writing, but. I can't really remember the story of how it happened. You want to hear the story of how I wrote the song?
Give us everything.
Everything. Okay, so I was living in a city called Limerick, and I was in a band, and I was going out with a long-term girlfriend, and the band broke up with my girlfriend. Pretty bad time in my life, and I moved to Galway, and I kind of stopped. I quit music.
Yeah.
I gave up completely. I was like, this has just brought me nothing but a hassle, and I wasn't able to stop, in other words.
Yeah.
And the songs just kept coming, and I started a new job, and I was working with a child every morning, actually with Down syndrome. It was just a really energetic, happy kid, and like I was going in to work with him every morning, like really depressed, and I kind of had a good look at myself, and I was like what the fuck challenges do you know what I mean? Like, you think you've problems, you know, you think you've challenges, and it just snapped. It kind of just, in a spiritual sense, it woke me up.
It's a general well experience.
Yeah, so it kind of is an exact. I came across the story of Jonah and the Whale at the time because I was reading a lot of Carl Jung and Joseph Campbell, and that kind of connected to how I was feeling, where I suppose you leave your home, you leave your life that you had behind, that you don't want it, and you think it's the biggest monster, the worst thing that's ever happened to you, and it takes you on a journey. You're kind of changed forever. So I think that's what happened, really. It changed my songwriting, it changed my approach, it changed who I was, and like, I think there's I think people can feel that energy and connect with it. A lot of fans who've got in touch, like, with me, have been going through some like really tough times. And they said they really connected with it. But that's what the song is about, being inspired by that kid. And I tried this new style of writing where I didn't think about what I was writing. I was kind of subconscious approach. And it's really worked for me, to the point where sometimes I'll only understand my songs as I'm writing them or after. I'll go, why am I using these lyrics? Before that I would have went, that makes no sense. You know, just, I'll change it. But I don't question anything anymore, I just do it.
So it's like automatic songwriting?
It's subconscious. See, that's where art comes from. That's where it comes from, you know. The best art comes from the subconscious, so if you kind of unfilter that, your instinct is to filter it. You have to put some shape on it, I know, but because the subconscious is a crazy place. But I try to, as much as possible. And also I was conscious of people connecting with the music in a sense that I wanted to offer music that was stimulating, fast, energetic, uplifting. And I find that you can write songs where you don't keep the listener in mind. And you know, it's important. That's what music is all about, connecting with other people. You have to give something to get something in return. And I kind of learned all these things, and that's what's inspired my new music. But I completely didn't answer your question.
That's alright.
But that song,
I've forgotten what my question was.
I can tell you, I sent that song over to my manager in London. And I was like, I don't know, people are saying I should change the Irish name. And he's like, no. Don't.
No way.
I was like, people here were saying it won't get radio play. And he said, no, don't, forget about all that, just do what you feel, what's in your gut. And then he got back to me and was like, this song's going to be on FIFA. I thought this song was going to be, I don't know, I didn't think it was going to be a single, I'll put it that way. Never mind the lead single, I didn't think about it. And it just, all that happened, loads of great stuff has happened for it. It's been on Match of the Day as well, because of FIFA. It's on a fashion brand, Superga ad that's coming up now. It's great. You know, it's really cool. It's really cool. So I'm really happy. But right now I'm in second EP territory. So I'm not even. I'm stuck in this bubble of writing and working. So I feel like
while your first EP is doing its business. You're busy doing this other one, and you've moved on.
I'm not even. I moved on immediately. I didn't rest on it at all. So I feel like I've no, I just hear the good news, but I've no real perception of how it's doing or what people are thinking of it or the buzz, or it's just good news for me, and I'm happy. But I've so much to organise with getting my band together to do full live shows. So tonight I'm doing acoustic. One of my band members wasn't available, and that's a challenge in itself because I write full band. I do it on my own. So we're going to see how it works tonight. I'm looking forward to it, but I would have preferred if it was a full live show.
And you're on first, aren't you?
I'm on first because I'm acoustic. I was supposed to be full band, but if it's an acoustic show, it makes sense for me to go on first.
I think that works.
It definitely works,
Okay. What advice have you got then for artists who are starting out on their musical journey? I mean, you've been in it for a while. So, if you were starting right from the start.
The first answer to that is, there's a quote I seen recently, and it's that no man can make another man a Buddha. And and it really connected with me because
Yeah.
you can't. There's nothing I could really say that will help them become themselves rather than don't overthink it.
Yeah.
Just do it. Keep failing until you start.
Yeah.
Until you get it right, and then
Yeah.
you know you're gonna fail again. And everybody says the same thing when they get asked. Any successful people I've been looking at, they always talk about failure.
Yeah.
And like I probably had the worst time of my life brought me to this EP. It fueled this EP. The hardest time of my life fueled that song and that EP. So, I mean, just embrace the hard times and try. If you can dig in and you can wear it on your sleeve.
Yeah.
I don't know if that makes sense to any young people though. But that's all. Just keep going. Keep learning from your mistakes.
Yeah.
If you fail, get back up and keep doing it. Like there's so many cool examples though of bands lately in the last 10 years, like Future Islands, The National, who've been going a long fucking time and only getting recognition when they're like 45. So that's a really, I think for young people, look at bands like that and look at the road they've taken because their music is just so powerful because of it. Whereas if you make it when you're like, I always find if a band makes it when they're 19,
they don't have any life.
In the songs, they can write bangers and they can write like really energetic songs, but you're going to Bruce Springsteen for when your fucking heart is in tatters. Sorry for the bad language, but
that's alright.
You're going to these bands that really, you know, when like the darkness comes into your life or you're going through a tough time. So I always find bands that make it young. There's all pros and cons. You can lack a certain amount of maturity, but that's. Yeah, if you love it, keep doing it. That's all I can say. There is no golden ticket whatsoever. People like ask, like when I finally did make my connection with Warner and got on FIFA, people are like, how did you do that? Do you want to hear about the last 10 years of my life? Because it didn't just happen one month. It's like, oh yeah, you have a secret. I'm like, no, I don't.
No.
Actually.
All of a sudden I'm here after 10 years.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
I started by learning bass when I was 16.
You're a 10-year overnight success.
But you're also going to hear, actually one of the biggest ones for me was when I was young. Like, I don't think I'm technically the greatest singer in the world, like Bob Dylan, I don't know, Leonard Cohen type. I'm not Freddie Mercury, I'll put it that way. But when I was young, when I first started in bands, there was plenty of people told me you can't sing. So I was relegated to backing vocals. And people kept saying it to me, it destroyed my confidence. That would be my advice for young people. Young people would say shitty things to each other, or if you're talented, they might say something because you're jealous or whatever. Don't let that stop you. That's what I kind of like to share that because that held me back for a long time until I was able to throw it off. To unshackle that, because that can get into your head. That would be advice as well.
That's very good advice because as you say, it is people that are jealous that it's like well, who do you think you are?
And if you can't sing and you're not the best player in the world, fuck all that. Find what works for you. Don't listen to anybody. If there's a fire in you to do it, don't listen to anybody.
Bob Dylan, Leonard Cohen, not singers. But bloody great, songwriters.
They put every drop of themselves into it. They kind of bleed into the songs. You can tell that there's a lot of blood and tears go into the songs. And that's what people go for.
That's good.
They come back to it every time. So.
Alright, one more question before it gets too loud. Okay. What question do you wish someone would ask you in an interview, but no one ever does?
That's a great question.
My favourite.
I don't know, I think you've asked some pretty great questions. You've actually covered most of the questions. Usually it might be about my songs, or like I love when someone asks about a lyric or when someone asks about a particular part of my song. That because I know then, you've been listening to it, you've been trying to understand it. So now we can have a very kind of a deeper conversation. So I like that.
I'm more melody oriented than lyric oriented.
Cool.
I will listen to the instrumentation and the lyrics will soak in eventually. But
some melody.
So I can't comment on your lyrics, Barbara.
No, that's no worries. But even like I'd say someone asked me a really personal question.
Yeah.
I actually like that. Some people don't like it at all, but I like that because it, I don't know, it's different.
Yeah.
It's different.
I like his sound. I like, it's punky, isn't it? Kind of.
There's the drums and the bass are complete punk 101.
Yeah.
Complete punk 101. And the rest is a bit hardier than that.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely. That's really cool that you recognise that.
Like, it's a really sad song.
What's that?
Yeah.
Míol Mór Mara.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a sad song lyrically, but it's like the pace of it is like
it's uplifting.
it really gets so it's a really nice sort of
Contrast.
Yeah, contrast. I was going to say
Juxtaposition. Ah, very good. Yeah. It is. I forgot that it is a juxtaposition because for me it's not a sad song. For me it's a song like you overcome. You talk about it's like all these problems and then well, I'm overcoming this. But yeah, there is a lot of very dark lyrics in it too.
Yeah.
It's quite sad. But that's one thing I didn't want to do either.
Yeah.
Like I couldn't face it. If at that time I wouldn't have been able to face into a sad lyrics with sad music.
Yeah.
I just wouldn't have been able to do that. I needed something to just charge, you know?
Yeah.
And that's what I wanted. I wanted fast, to the point where I recorded Motorways too fast.
Yeah.
I did some of the songs too fast, but I wanted to push it, and that's what I did, so yeah.
That's cool.
But there's some songs tonight you'll hear acoustic that are slow and sad.
Oh.
And
I've got a bonus question. How important is it to have like Irish language in everyday songs?
that's a really good question. That's another really good question.
Thank you. Is it important to you?
It's hard to say. I'm really proud that it is.
Yeah.
I could, like, it just depends. It wasn't a mission for me.
Yeah.
If it comes into my song, like, I'm going to play a song tonight called Brotherhood.
Yeah.
There's Gaeilge in it, but in one verse, there's 2 words. And I don't know why.
Yeah.
And it's not in the chorus. But there's just, the words, Blake's King Killer, like, Rua Tigers in the Leah Sky. It's like red tigers in the grey sky. And I don't know why I used the Irish words for red and grey, but I did.
They clearly work. And
and that's the answer to your question.
Yeah.
No one will notice that they're Irish words because they're nowhere near the chorus. And the song is named Brotherhood, it's not named in Irish, but it's not, I don't really know. It's like, I'm not going to go into this big save the Irish language because I think the best way to save a language is for people to not be scared to use it, even if they don't, if they're not masters of the language.
Yeah, if they've got it, like, that's right. I mean, I don't know very much Irish myself, but like I'll,
Míol Mór Mara.
But it's a beautiful language, and it should, even if you are slipping into English lyrics.
Well, you see, there's a divide in this country where there's elite speakers of the language. Yeah. And people fear speaking the language who are elite speakers. Yeah. And then there's people who don't use it at all, so they fear it. And there's no middle ground. Yeah. And I like to think I'm in that middle ground. Just using it whenever I feel like it. Like the Pixies, I love the Pixies, and they use Spanish randomly, randomly. I was like, you just throw in Spanish words whenever you feel like it. Yeah. I love it. Yeah. So I suppose I kind of done that with Irish. Yeah. But there probably will be people going, it's only 3 fucking words, but that's all that matters. I've taken there's 3 words in one of my songs on FIFA, and now it's being heard by people all over the world. Yeah. And like, if it was all in Irish, they probably, you know what I mean? They probably wouldn't be able to take it in. Yeah. So let's just see how it goes. But I don't fear it. Like as in, it's something I just will do whatever I want with. I don't really care what anyone else thinks.
That's cool.
Yeah. So that's how I feel about it. It ties into what I said, like the advice to younger people.
Yeah.
Do whatever you want.
Do whatever you want. Yeah.
Just do whatever you want because it doesn't matter anyway.
Because there's only one you.
That's it.
Yeah.
And like when you start doing that, you're very quickly going to become. You're really going to get to your original self very quickly. Yeah. Which is a hard place to get to.
It is. Yes. Taking me X number of years.
It's taking me 10. Still got it.
We're gonna turn into the wildest winds. Gonna walk onto the water now. We're gonna stand up to the sirens. We gotta hold on.